City win the battle of the top two, Liverpool's woes continue, United still in the hunt for 2 cups, and we are robbed of an upset at Wrexham. Welcome to Curiously Sport. This is the first edition of our weekly wrap-up show, reacting to the weekend's big football events.
So what actually went down this weekend? The FA Cup didn't throw up too many surprises. The debate of who's better between Manchester City and Arsenal was officially open as both teams faced each other for the first time this season. Man City took the win, however, it could have gone either way. Brighton hit Liverpool with a double whammy. It's back-to-back wins for the Seagulls, with Jurgen Klopp's side taking the hit. Karim Mitoma absolutely schooled Joe Gomez to get that winning goal. Man United beat Reading, Leeds found victory in Accrington, Tottenham absolutely nullified Preston, and Leicester found their first win in 4 as Kelechi Iheanacho scored the only goal against Walsall. Great performances from these top sides, however the best parts did not come from these guys. Wrexham gave us a show, and Chelsea Women's reminded us exactly why they challenge every single year for a title.
So what does it all mean? Arsenal left to focus on the Premier League, which I'm sure Mikel Arteta in private isn't too fast about. And the battle on Friday night at the Etihad was more of an appetizer for the main course in the Premier League against Man City and Arsenal than the main course we are expecting to see. Whilst the two Manchester clubs still in the hunt for domestic silverware by the end of this season, Man United in particular very close to reaching Wembley in the League Cup after beating Nottingham Forest 3-0 last week. And this latest win keeps United winning, feeling confident, feeling good, which is a positive for Erik ten Hag.
When it comes to the best parts, you have to say Wrexham. They might be best known for their owners Rob and Ryan, however on the pitch their performances are as Hollywood as it gets. A replay away from home might be tough, but I'm sure they'll fancy their chances. Let's not forget to give Sam Kerr her props. Sam scored a near-perfect hat-trick this weekend against Liverpool. She just seems to score whenever she wants. As well as sending Chelsea to the next stage of the FA Cup, she's en route to becoming Chelsea's all-time top goal scorer. If she keeps going the way she's going, she might make some serious history. Now, we can't move on without bigging up Manchester United's Casemiro. He got 2 goals this weekend, one of which was a beautiful strike from at least 30 yards out.
Moving on to the worst, it's Liverpool and it's Liverpool's defence. Another defeat at the Amex, and although it was much closer than the Premier League game a couple of weeks ago, Liverpool's defence once again letting them down. Harvey Elliott had given the Reds the lead in the first half, but in the second half it was pretty much all Brighton, and Mitoma's added time winner inflicts more pain on to what is already a pretty painful season at Anfield and for Jurgen Klopp. A once imperious and strong defence looks very fragile right now, and it's hard to see how Jurgen Klopp is going to fix it for the rest of this season. We now move on to our They Said What segment, where we look back at some of the key quotes and comments from the weekend's action. Ryan Reynolds, to start off, was very proud of his Wrexham team, co-owner of the National League side. He took to Twitter to say this after their FA Cup tie: "When Rob McElhenney and I got into this, it all felt so impossible. But impossible is Wrexham's favourite colour. That was one of the most exciting things I've ever seen. Thank you each and every Wrexham supporter who came out and aimed your heart at the pitch tonight." Now moving on to a little bit more of a sour mood at Liverpool, with both Andy Robertson and Jurgen Klopp reflecting on why things are going so wrong at Liverpool. Here's what Andy Robertson had to say to begin with: "You can't put your finger on one thing, it's more than that. You can tell we're not as confident in front of goal, and in defence we are a wee bit open. We had 2 clean sheets coming into today, but then go and concede 2 goals. We need to get the confidence back. It's easier said than done, and that's how we will get results." Moving on to Jurgen Klopp: "We have to improve. Body language, a couple of boys have to do much better, but last game we couldn't have won. I think today nobody would have been surprised if we had won the game." And finally, Marcus Rashford getting a little bit annoyed at VAR. I mean, who doesn't get annoyed at VAR? This is what he had to say on Twitter after the game at the weekend: "Unfortunately, VAR got the better of me again today. That's 3 times this season. Breaking the record for consecutive goals at Old Trafford would have been incredible, but I'm proud to have equalled Dennis Violet's record."
That's your weekend wrapped up. There may not have been an FA Cup upset as we were craving, however, there has been plenty to talk about. Let us know some of your big talking points in the comments. Give us a like, give us a share, and we will see you next week Monday.